Today, all three major Wall Street markets saw deep drops today as investors feel uncertain about tariffs and artificial intelligence. Over the weekend, President Trump said he would place temporary 15% tariffs on other countries. That's up from the 10% he announced on Friday. That new tariff could last up to 150 days unless Congress extends it further. And business owners right here in Austin continue to wonder what's next after months of figuring out how tariffs affect their bottom lines. KVUE's Daniel Gomez explains.
Natasha McCree spends her day at Wexel Art, making sure works of art have proper displays.
We started as an acrylic frame company, and it was born out of my frustration for not having a good way to display kids' art and family photos in a way that you could update and change.
For almost a year, McCree says changes to economic policy have frustrated her even more.
When the tariffs were announced, we were importing everything from China, and we really had to scramble.
In 2025, President Trump enacted tariffs on certain countries by enacting the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. McCree says she's kept customers and staff in mind while navigating the cost of business.
And it has been a roller coaster ride. It has been really hard to focus on building our business when we've had to be so reactive without any warning or notice that these were coming down the pipeline.
Hank Cravey, owner of World Interiors in Austin, says he had to do the same.
And we were holding out, hoping that we wouldn't have to raise the prices further. And sure enough, it looks like now the Supreme Court's come through for us, and we're going to see some relief.
On Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled most of the president's tariffs illegal. And as the White House announces other global tariffs under a different part of the tax code, some American companies are trying to get reimbursed for what they've already paid.
Now, hopefully, if we can get some refund, that would be really helpful.
These are small, independently owned, Texas-based companies that employ Texans, and it would make a real difference to our bottom line and theirs to get that right.
Leaving Cravey and McCree wondering if they'll get a cut too. Daniel Gomez, KVUE News.